Hi, I'm Victory, your host, and I have Engineer Kingsley and Pastor Kingsley with me. Thank you very much for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Today we'll be
Thank you.
talking about reps suspending debate indefinitely as northern governors mount pressure. This is with regards to the tax reform bills that we talked about. In one of our podcasts. So, Engineer Kingsley, from this news, we are made to understand that they've kicked against this bill, and they feel that it's not going to benefit any other state apart from Lagos State, according to Borno State Governor. So, how do you think that is? Like, do you think he's right?
Well, essentially, what they are asking for is more time to look at it in details.
Yes.
Okay, but what is very, very important is the unity among these 19 northern state governors. Okay, they are united in this fear, they are united in this suspicion, they are united in their voices. Okay, and I want them to carry this unity in solving those problems. You had Zulum talk about it.
Yes.
That the Northeast in particular has been under the siege of these Boko Haram and all these insurgencies and all that. Okay, I want to see these northern states united in securing this region, because every governor is the chief security officer of the states, such that those elements they are citing for their fears, some of them would be attended. Yes, their fear, they have a right to it, because the bills they are sending to the National Assembly, I think it's about 4 of them. The Nigeria Tax Bill 2024, the other one, the Tax Administration Bill, and the third one is this Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill, and the fourth one, the Joint Board Administration Establishment Bill. You understand? They actually want to do away with the FRS and bring in another agency, Nigeria Revenue Service Agency, that will be in charge of a tax administration. This is a far-reaching bill. It can't be smuggled in from the backyard. You need to give people sufficient time. You understand? Let us even put the fears of the northern governors aside. I think every Nigerian should have access to this document, scrutinize it, look at it. Yes, the bill might be for the best interest of the nation. I am not advocating it's only for Lagos, because I haven't even read the entire bill. Yes, you understand? So if they say it's for Lagos is only the beneficiary or the major beneficiary, they might be right. Maybe they have seen something everybody hasn't seen. They are asking for more time. More time to look at this. They are not saying they won't subscribe to it. They're asking for more time. But I must say, I commend their unity. Yes. Their unity, I commend it. They should move in that same dynamics to solve some other challenging problems like education, across the region.
So I agree with you, because they said if it's for our benefit, why do you have to take backyard? Why is it being rushed?
That's right.
Let us see that it is for our own benefit.
That's right. The rush at which they approach it raised the fear even more than what could be inside.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. Pastor Kingsley.
Yes.
They said something. Governor Babagana. He said something. He said that he said something. He said the northern. He was referring to Tinubu when he said this. And he said the northern part of Nigeria, you got 60.2% vote. So why is he referring to that election? Like, is it because of the election? Because you people voted for me? Is that why I should now do something that I should now go against what I'm supposed to do, even if I feel it benefits my citizens? Do you see where I'm coming from?
Just trying to remind him the election is coming soon. And we are still here. We have not gone away. That's number one. But that doesn't mean I subscribe to his antics of politics.
Yes, exactly.
Those are political antics to subjugate the person to what you want the person to do. What they should do. I don't actually like Tinubu's way of approach in bringing out policies. For example, we saw that of the national anthem. Before we knew it, it has gone. And this tax reform bill now. Now, this bill, first of all, you need to romance everybody and try to tell them how they are going to benefit.
That's true.
Do you understand? Now, in essence, They've not made it public for everybody. All other first section part of the revenue, of the tax stuff they want to do, they should make it plain. Number one, they should not. It's not because Akpabio is a rubber stamp to the president that that it will just go like that. This one doesn't have to, it must go through the House of Rep. If it doesn't pass through the House of Rep, it won't go to the Senate. Do you understand? So they hold him there. Do you understand? And all that. That's number one. Number two, like my friend said, carry yourselves along in everything, not just in only areas that you think is beneficial to you. There is a massive insecurity threat to the north, the whole of the north, both the northeast, the north central, and the northwest. Massive insecurity from Katsina to Maiduguri. Have they had joint meetings? I know they have had. What are the communiques that have come out from those meetings? What have they jointly collaborated in areas of security? We should see all that. Thirdly, also, you got to find out that it's when it comes to politics that they talk about the 19 northern states. Only when it comes to this kind of politics. Now, we don't know how much goes to them to administer their states. If they don't have to tell us, no problem. But we should see developments in this state. It's not when they just tell the populace in the north that this revenue policy or tax policy is against the north. They take it hook, line, and sinker and say, no, we are not agreeing. We are not agreeing.
Yeah, even if they don't understand it.
Even if they don't understand it, do you understand? Even the governors too, they don't understand. What they should do is to ask for it, and you can see a little rift between the president and the vice president. The vice president advised that let's double down a little bit and let's educate the people. This is what we were talking the other day. Places like a National Orientation Agency, these are some of the things they need to do. Take it to the stakeholder, invite the accountant generals of the states, commissioner for finance, so that they can explain to them and also make the states to work for themselves. Because what they are now going to be doing is, according to as you contribute to the coffers, that's how you benefit. There's a percentage that will go to you that comes from you. So that's why they are saying that Lagos State is going to benefit more because a lot of revenue comes from Lagos State.
That was a very good point.
Do you understand? But the states too can double down on their what comes from the state. And I've always said it. Every state in this country, we all coexist. It's a federating state, where the states have a lot of power. Don't forget, we have the concurrent, we have
that point, I would like Engineer Kingsley to shed more light on that particular point. Like, how is it that Lagos State will benefit more from this thing?
It depends on what is based on.
Yes.
Okay. That is why you need to make that document available to everybody.
Yeah.
If you base anything on that tax on the seaport that belongs to the entire Nigeria, simply because it's based in Lagos, then you are shortchanging the entire Nigeria. For example, if you force all Nigerians to have a warehouse in Lagos or pay something demurrage to Lagos state government because the seaport is there or whatever, you are shortchanging the entire Nigeria, except you have seaports across all the states.
That's true.
You have to make it equivalent, okay? If not, you are shortchanging other states. So that is why the metrics of this taxation, mind you, this is a complete tax administration overhaul. VAT is going to be included.
Yes.
And VAT is a consumption tax, okay? VAT is a consumption tax, for example. We do know that Lagos have more population. So if that is what is driving that tax, I have no issue in that case, because you cannot reap where you did not sow.
That's true.
But if you give something of a vantage or a privileged position, Lagos was a federal capital for many years, even more than Abuja has been. Okay, so you can't use things like seaport, anything that belongs to the entire Nigeria, okay, international airport, or anything that comes from there, or headquarters of all these companies, headquarters of multinationals that were cited in Lagos before. You are not going to be able to use those things to benefit Lagos. Other states will rise up. So the more reason we should see what is there. When we see what is there, we will now know, oh, if this benefit they are shouting that goes to Lagos, if it is their true benefits, fine. Then I can come to my own state and establish those true benefits. All I need to do as a governor in my state is to make it investment friendly, so that people can come to the state and invest. You understand? So we need to see it. We need to know exactly what is in that tax.
And we will also look at other areas of minerals extraction.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yes.
And tax it accordingly,
Exactly.
whether it's solid or liquid. Do you understand? Which other states are rich in? Do you understand? Not just only the one that is consumers based, that maybe people, the governor state, the Lagos state government will enjoy. Do you understand? It needs to be holistic. These things should not be shrouded in secrecy. They should be in the open.
Yeah, I think that was one of the issues that were raised. That
Exactly.
they are viewing it just one by one.
The more reason I'm not against Northern Governor, neither I'm against VP. VP said and advised the president.
Yes.
We should give them more time to look at it. If you say you are doing something in my interest,
my favor,
I'm not an idiot. Give it to me. Let me read now.
Exactly.
Let me look at it. Am I an idiot? Am I a baby? That
you are just saying I should thumbprint. I should thumbprint.
You want to do something in my favor. You want to rush it on me.
Don't read it.
Don't read it. Don't worry. I like you.
I like you. Don't worry.
I mean,
I'm doing it for your own good.
I'm not preempting that there is ulterior motive to the tax. I'm not.
But bring it.
Bring it. Let everybody see it.
Yes, and as long as there's no ulterior motive, you shouldn't be
It
against.
shouldn't be against
The
it.
Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice of every state, the Commissioner for Finance, the Accountant General of the state,
yes.
they should all sit down
There
and
can
look
actually
into
be a
this.
public hearing.
Yeah.
This is we are talking of a bill introducing Nigeria Revenue Service as an agency to scrap FIRS. How? What are the benchmark
Do you understand?
of measurement?
One person cannot just sit down and write the whole thing.
This is a
And
fact.
even the vice president has gone to advise the president himself.
And
Yes.
they said no.
This is what he said. No, he refused the
So this is a far-reaching bill.
Yes.
The people in FIRS themselves, the tax administrators in FIRS, now, are they going to be automatically qualified to occupy the same position in Nigeria Revenue Service Agency?
How are they going to
We need to look at it.
I mean, holistically.
Holistic, and it's not. Let me tell you, I'm not saying we should wait that long. The petroleum bill took almost
It took
20 years.
Yes.
So, except what you are telling me is that the president relied on this tax administration bill or the repeal or overhaul to be able to run as a good president. And he should have cited it during his campaign.
Yes, that's
people
true.
would have known that, oh, this is what he was going to rely on.
Yes.
That his government wasn't going to function except this bill comes up. Except he said he's just realizing that I need to change the tax system for me to function well. And you didn't tell us during campaign.
Okay, but let me tell you something. I'm not sure that they included those in FIRS in trying to write up this whole thing.
So we need to know.
See, we also need to know, and that's why the NNPC is not working perfectly well, because the people inside were not consulted in writing that bill excessively. Do you understand? So that they will know how every agency in that forms Nigerian National Petroleum Limited, whatever they call it now, will function. Those in FRS now, they are directors, deputy directors, assistant directors. Are they brought into limelight? The departments that will function and they will balkanize it. You function as an entity. You as an entity. You know, were they part of it? So to even implement it, you need human beings to implement it. Not just the financial.
Granted, I've seen some flashes that look
nice,
hopeful and nice.
Yes.
For example, if a business is making loss, you do not need to force them to pay tax.
Yes.
Because what should be important to the government is that same business is employing Nigerians.
Exactly.
And Nigerians are earning living through them. And over time, they are going to...
Thank you very much.
Because
I wish we had more time. This is very interesting. Every Nigerian needs to be in the know.
Exactly.
Of this
We really need to be in the know.
Yes. Thank you very much for watching these insights. We'll be back.